செருப்பகை சேராது இயல்வது நாடு. Look at this terminology, urupasi. Actually, not only hunger, uruthigira pasi, uruthum pasi. Actually, tormenting, or it's a like a miserable. It's actually disturbing. Urupasi, utrapasi. Vova pini. The vova pini is something different from the noi. The noi of the individual, sickness of the individual. That is spoken in Marundu. There is a separate statement. Noi nadi, noi mudal nadi, unave marundu, marunde unavu. All these things talks about it. Pasikama sapadada. Don't talk without feeling hunger. Talks about all this personal hygiene and personal well-being and personal health and personal disease. Valluvar talks separately. But he talks this while defining a country. If Valluvar talks about the hunger, vova pini, that means vova pini means relentless, unrelenting disease. Unrelenting in a country, if a disease is unrelenting, that is what called epidemic. Thiruvalluvar here talks about the epidemic, not an individual health issue. He is not talking about somebody's cholesterol. Thiruvalluvar is not talking about somebody's heart attack. He is not talking about somebody's obesity. He is talking about the disease which is suffering, collectively suffered by a country, that is called vova pini. Vova pini means unrelenting, relentless. It's relentless. Lockdown after lockdown. So basically, cholera, people used to die. Thousands of people used to die of cholera before medicine. Malaria, thousands of people used to die. Then before the chloroquine and other treatments were found, the cholera kind of disease, smallpox, so many diseases. Urupasiyum, vovapini. This is called Mahamari in North India. They will say Kollai Noi in Tamil. It is called vovapini. Serupagai. That means look at the priority of a state. If I have to make a budget for a country, I must put urupasi. I must invest in the hunger, food safety. Second thing, I must invest in the public health. This is the difference between individual health. Vova pini can be dealt only with the public health. Community health is not about I am going to my doctor. Serupagai, if you all the time, if you are having enmity with all your neighbors and others, all your money, all your budget will go to that. You will buy more warplanes. You will purchase more the aircraft carriers. Every country will invest more. Look at the country's budget. Every country investing more money in their respective armies and navies and the air force. Then they are putting their money in the food security and the public health institutions. That's a problem. So that is where I consider Thiruvalluvar talks about the societal budget priority. I consider this to be a budget priority of a nation. Urupasi, vova pini, serupagai. This should not be in a state. If this should not be in a state, then you have to prioritize. You have to prioritize urupasi. You have to prioritize vova pani. And third priority only